Okay, so now that we have both of our sleeves, both of the flaps have been finished off, and now we just have to do our add our buttons to it. Okay, so but we're going to follow the lines of the where the first buttonhole starts, and that's where we're going to start. I'm going to put the button probably a little bit above, just so it won't be completely at the bottom. I kind of hate to have to show you, but I mean, when you're doing alterations, you never know what you're going to run into. You never know where it's going to actually fall. That's the thing about it. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to get some, what did I do with my, oh no, oh yeah, here it is. Okay, here's my needle. So what you want to do is you want to first go ahead and get you some thread. And normally what I'll do, I'll double. So when I pull it out, I'll double and bring it back down so that I have two pieces together. So I'm doing it like on a long fold of the thread. And then once I get down to the bottom, I'll cut it. So I actually have two pieces. This is one whole piece, but it's folded over to make it two pieces, because you want your thread to be as thick as possible. Since I do not have what is called button thread, then that's what I normally do. But there's a such thing as called button thread, and it's much thicker than this, so you can use those instead, and then you won't have to do this. So then I put those two through the eye, and then once I bring it over and fold it and meet it to the end, now I have 4 pieces of thread. Now this is a 4-layer thread, so this makes it super thick. Okay, now I'm going to grab my buttons. And what I'm going to do is start to put my buttons on. So what I'm going to do is start my button right here. I'm just going to put it a little bit above that. And we're just going to do, always make sure that you're doing the same stitch on your buttons that's on the front of the jacket. And I think it was a crisscross. Oh no, it wasn't. So it was a vertical up and down. So we want to make sure we do the same thing. You want to do a vertical up and down. Like you don't want to cross, because you can do it several ways when you're putting buttons on. You can do a cross, crisscross, or you can do a vertical, or you can do a horizontal. So this one, as you see on the jacket, is vertical. So we want to keep that same look. So we're going to do, oops, my thread is getting all knotted up here. Okay. So you always want to try to prevent that as possible as you can, as much as possible. Because you don't want to have to start over. All right, so we're just going to go from the back side. Excuse me. And we're going to take it back in to that side. So this is how you put a button on if you don't know that part of it. So you're just going to come from underneath. Me, I kind of can know how to gauge because I've been doing it so long. I just feel for it, pull it through, go back down, take it all the way through, pull it through. And you can just follow your lines that you had from the first time. Go in from the bottom, up to the top, go back down. It's like going in a circle. So you go up, down, and around. So it's just one big circle. You pull it back through, and you go back again. Then I go to the other side. So I do that. You only have to do that about 2 times since you have like 4 layers. So I would go through like twice and do that. And then I usually knot it off here. What I do is knot it off here. And so I don't have to start all over again. What I would do is just go kind of underneath it on the inside there. I'll do a knot there. And then I'll start my next button. So you can actually do one at a time, cut it, re-knot your thread, start back over again. That's another way you can do it. But I like to maximize my time. So I just go through invisibly underneath